Good morning, Midtown East. We're so honored to be here today for the opening of our 7th New York City store, our 57th Street store. A couple of thank yous first for some people that are joining us. State Senator Liz Krueger, State Assemblyman Dan Quart, City Councilman Dan Garodnick, Community Board Chair Mark Thompson, and PS 59 Principal Adele Schroeder. We'd like to thank Hot Bread Kitchen for these beautiful challah breads we have in front of us that we'll be tearing into shortly. And thanks to our partners at Vegucation who are here as well. But without further ado, I'd like to introduce everyone to our Regional President, Christina Minardi.
Wow, this is very exciting. You know, for those of you that don't know, 57th Street is our 7th store in New York City, and as we are affectionately calling it, lucky number 7. This project has been 4 years in the making, and it would not be possible with a whole group of people in our team here at Whole Foods Market, as well as David Lowenfeld from Worldwide. This project would not have happened if it was not for his patience and his entire team, so thank you. David's hiding back there. I also want to welcome A.C. Gallo, President of Whole Foods Market, Ken Meyer, right here, Executive Vice President, Stephanie Kugelman and John Sokoloff, both members of our board, Nicole, Mitch, and Paula, my vice presidents, who make my life easy every day, so thank you for all the work you've done on this project. Also, Jim Sudd, our Executive Vice President of Real Estate, is here as well from Texas. And we'd also like to welcome Lamine, who's going to be the store team leader. He is the face of 57th Street. Lamine? What's really special about this project is that we have raised funds at 57th Street to provide 57 salad bars for schools all through New York City. Salad bars that will provide fresh food for our children to help them eat right and really help the way our children eat, so the next generation is filled with good food like we provide here at Whole Foods Market. I would like to invite Nona up to speak a little bit about the Whole Kids Foundation and how those salad bars were able to come into the schools in New York City. Nona?
Thanks, Christina. Good morning, everyone. My name is Nona, and I have the deep pleasure of leading the Whole Kids Foundation, which is actually an answer to the enthusiasm and commitment of Whole Foods Market's team members and customers about the idea that our next generation should really have the opportunity to be as healthy and have all the opportunities in front of them that we can imagine. So I was the privileged person to get the phone call when Christina's team said, we have a big idea. We want to make a difference, a long-term difference for kids in New York City. We'd love to use this platform to provide salad bars. Now, that might not sound like a big deal, but the CDC has shown us that kids that have a salad bar in school eat 3 times the fruits and vegetables as kids that don't. Now, when you think about that a child eats 4,000 meals at school in the course of their career, that's a pretty amazing difference. And hands out to all of you all for making it happen. I get to say thank you to some of our supplier partners who are making generous contributions so that these salad bars are possible. We'd like to say thank you to the folks at Olivia's Organics, DiMartino Pasta, Happy Baby, Honest Kids, Laurel Hill, Kind Snacks, Nature's Path, Organic Valley, Popcorn Indiana, Rayo's, Skinny Pop, Zico, Brad's Raw Chips, Happy Herbert's, Freebird Chicken, and all of you today for making this generous donation and making this difference for the kids of tomorrow and our leaders possible. Thanks, Christina.
This store has also provided 300 jobs, which 75% of those jobs are full-time jobs. We continue to be excited about providing jobs all through New York City with all 7 stores. I also just want to thank the entire construction team, again, who's just built a beautiful store, and all of the team members and the coordinators that put this store together. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the Mayor of New York, Mayor Bloomberg.
Christina, I just wanted to register a complaint. I lived on 57th Street for 10 years, and I never had the advantage of being able to shop at a Whole Foods. And people here are so much luckier. They're luckier. Their timing is a lot better than mine. And in those days, I cooked all my meals, so I actually went to supermarkets all the time, but no Whole Foods then. I don't know. Anyways, Nona, thank you for the Whole Kids Foundation and partnering with the city to wherever you are. Ah, there you are. Well, I'm hiding. We have a health commissioner who's too tall. You can't see Nona around. Partnering with the city to generously donate 57 salad bars at schools around the city. This is a gift that's going to keep on giving for years to come as thousands of our students learn to make healthier nutrition choices in their lives. And incidentally, I am so glad to see that New York City is bucking a national trend. Thanks to Tom Farley and lots of other people in this city, in our education department and our Department of Health and Mental Hygiene, we are starting to turn around the epidemic of childhood obesity that plagues so much of our nation. Over the past 5 years, the rate of obesity among our elementary and middle school students is actually down 5.5%. It's down among children of all racial and ethnic groups and down nearly 10% among the very youngest students. And that is going to lessen the chances that they'll develop diabetes, heart disease, and other serious health problems. This gift is going to keep us and going to help us continue that vital trend and to help us reach our goal of installing salad bars in all the city schools by 2015. Tom, is there any other place in the country that can point to a decline in obesity? No city like this. Really is unique. You just don't understand how this is a trend that is going in the wrong direction throughout this country and in fact throughout the world. Obesity is the first disease that has gone from being a rich person's disease to a poor person's disease. And today, this year, more people will die in this world from too much food as opposed to too little. Now, there's still an outrageously large number of people starving to death, but more people are going to die from the effects of overeating than undereating. And what we hope is that what we're doing here today inspires other private sector partners to team up with the city and the Mayor's Fund to advance New York, to expand the reach of all of our nutrition programs and ensure a healthier future for our students. This new store, you should know, is part of a development that's great for the city in many other ways as well. As Christina said, it's creating more than 1,500 construction and retail jobs, and I'm pleased to say that our Department of Small Business Services has helped Whole Foods recruit about half of the 300 team members who will work here today. And the development here has now also given New Yorkers 3 new state-of-the-art public schools for more than 2,000 students at no, and I repeat, no cost to the taxpayers. It's really a very good deal. 2 of them, the new 730-seat home of PS 59 and the new home of the 1,400 student High School of Art and Design, are in the new 12-story building that is Whole Foods' neighbor on this site. And the third is another elementary school nearby on East 63rd Street. And all of them have been paid for by the private developer thanks to the work of the Department of Education. And I'm also delighted that Whole Foods has already reached out to the schools that will be its neighbors, and you can see that in the store's cafe. Students from the High School of Art and Design have decorated it using paintings based on well-known masterpieces that have been given a whimsical, quote, Whole Foods, unquote, reinterpretation. And students across the city, their parents and all New Yorkers really have good reason to be happy with today's announcement. This really is good for everybody, and it's going to pay dividends for generations to come.
I'm in.
Hot Bread Kitchen, call.
Rip it up.
All right. Woo!